Howdy, howdy, neighbors. This is DJ Davenport, welcoming you and yours to Access to Bluegrass, a bluegrass show brought to you every week at this time by this station. And here is a fine bluegrass band playing their little hearts out for you. And with no further ado, here they are.
Good to be back with you, and I hope you'll just rear back, have your shoes off, set a spell, and kind of enjoy some real good picking and singing we'll try to do for you. Hope we got something lined up that'll make you pat your foot, shed a tear, and laugh all in one show, because that's what it's all about, being moved in the music. And this is our third show that we've done for DJ and Bonnie. I want to say a big thanks to them for having us over here, and I want to tell you who all's picking and singing for you. Over here on my right on the fiddle, pulling that bow across fire on the mountain, he's from the great state of Michigan, and that's over in Monroe, Michigan to be exact, Mr. DARRELL WAGNER. How you doing today, DARRELL?
Doing real good.
Boy, you're sure sounding good. I mean, he pulls that bow like it's supposed to be pulled. Over here on my left, he knows how to play a banjo, and he's finger has never left his hand yet. Stays right on there and just keeps right on picking. He's from the great state of Georgia, moved to Detroit several years ago and worked around these parts and played music for a lot of people. And he's well recognized in the music world. His name's Mr. Ford Nix. Give him a good hand and make him welcome into your homes. And over on the big bull fiddle, he come from the great state of Virginia, lives in Mansfield, Ohio, plays a lot of bull fiddle, and he's one of the greater guys in the business. He's not only a good bass player, but he's a good human being. That's what you have to have in a band to make it click, especially a bass man. If a bass man can't play, you ain't gonna play much no way. Does a fine job. Mr. Al Green. We'd like to get on in the show here and sing one that, I learned this song from the father of bluegrass music, but I didn't like the timing on it, so I changed it. Arranged my own thing to it, and hope you enjoy it, called The Girl in the Blue Velvet Band. While I was out one evening for a ramble, the hour it was just about 9. I met a little lady from Frisco on the corner of Cherry and Vine. For her face it was beauty of nature, and her eyes, they seemed to expand. Her hair was rich and so brilliant, entwined in the blue velvet band. Down the street, Lord, we two strolled together. In my pocket, she placed her small hand. She planted the evidence on me, on the girl in the blue velvet band. Then I heard a scream of a siren, and the girl in the blue velvet band. Oh, she left me to face all the trouble with a diamond that was worth 10 grand. Oh, yeah. Oh, they sent me to prison for stealing. God knows I'm an innocent man, and the guilty one, she's now dying. Oh, the girl in the blue velvet band. I'll be out in a year and I'm leaving. I carry that name of a man that spent 10 years in a prison for a girl in the blue velvet band. Oh, there you done it, boys. They done a real good job for me on that. And hadn't get to practice that song too much because I cut that song about 35 years ago for the Ranger people. And wrote a song here a while back, especially for my wife, Pina. And wherever she's at, I usually have to sing it. And then since I wrote it for her, I think she's maybe over in the control booth listening. We'll do it for her and Evelyn today, and they work our table and host the festivals and shows out where we're at and treat the people right. Oh, one heart beats low since you've been gone. One conscience cries out for you to come home. There's 2 ears that listen for you at my door, and one broken heart been broken before. Oh, 2 empty arms and one broken heart. I've been so blue since we've been apart. There's one trouble mind to feed that wrong. Oh, come back to me. That's where you belong. Let's hear it, girl. There's 2 eyes that weep for you each night, 2 lips that yearn to kiss you goodnight, and one troubled mind that'll do you no harm. It's one broken heart and 2 empty arms. Oh, 2 empty arms and one broken heart. I've been so blue since we've been apart, and one troubled mind to feed that wrong. That's where you belong. Let's hear it, Ford. we've been apart. There's one troubled mind to feed that wrong. Oh, come back to me. That's where you belong. Oh, come back to me. That's where you belong. Two Empty Arms. I hope you enjoyed that one. And it's about time to have some fiddling and picking and stomping and all that good stuff that goes in our show. Try to do a little bit of that for you. So if you want to cut a rug, well, just jump out in the middle of the carpet and let her fly. We got an old saying down home. Grandma just jump out and kick a toenail off. How about that, Darrell? If you want to kick a toenail off, this is a good one to do it on. Ball them cabbage down. Here we go. You know, Ford, you telling me about flying out to California and seeing your son and all. Hey, something you was telling me it was really funny about that. They put you on some kind of flight, sort of a special flight, wasn't it?
I couldn't get the WAGNER flight. They only had one flight left, and it was the Champagne flight. So I took that flight, but I had never drunk no champagne, and they got to feeding me champagne on that airplane. And after a while, I got so sick, I thought I was going to die. I wanted to throw up so bad I couldn't find a bathroom. But there's a great big old fat man sitting there beside of me and had a Life magazine lay in his lap. So I had to throw up. I just threw up in his lap, and it woke him up. And I looked up at him. I said, "Do you feel any better?"
I guess that was a surprise. I'd like to do a hymn here that something that's been real standard down through the years by a lot of different people. This was my mom's favorite song. She'd sat up till past 10 o'clock on Saturday night to hear the late Red Foley sing this song on the Grand Ole Opry back in the 40s. And she said this is the prettiest tune that she ever heard. It was her favorite one. So she didn't get to hear my version, but she loved the late Red Foley. We'll do it as a tribute to him. Oh, I am weak, but thou art strong. Oh, Jesus, keep me from all wrong. I'll be satisfied as long as I walk. Let me walk close close to thee, just a closer walk with thee. Oh, grant it, Jesus, it's my plea. Daily walking close to thee, let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Let's hear it, Darrell. Oh, when this feeble life is old and time for me will be no more, guide me safely, gently o'er to thy shore, kingdom shore, just a closer walk with thee. Oh, grant it, Jesus, it's my plea. Daily walking close to thee, let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Oh, let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Oh, there you had one of the prettiest hymns I believe has ever wrote, Closer Walk with Thee. And it's something that entertainers has followed for years, and it's a good tradition. Is doing a lot of gospel music in our shows and our festivals and things. I've seen, maybe we ought to say something about, if you want a word on our festivals, what times they're happening and when and all about it, just call the number at the bottom of the screen after the program. And Mr. DJ Davenport and Bonnie will forward the calls on to me, and I'll see if you get the information. Also about tapes and CDs and what have you, and do likewise on that. Call their number, and they will refer it on to me. I'd like to do one here that when I was just a boy in Lawrence County, Tennessee, I'd go to the county seat about every Saturday. That was our day off on the farm. And down by the hitch yard, just across from the courthouse, they always had a lot of, about every Saturday, there'd be somebody preaching there and singing and praying. I'd go down and visit them because I like the music. I like to go to their service and what have you. And there's a song got wrote about that. And I like it very well. And so does Ford Nix and all the boys, and they do a good job supporting me on it. Called Preaching, Praying, and Singing Down on the Public Square. I was a stranger there, intent upon my way, and then I saw the crowd. I had an urge to say, I heard a welcome voice that bid me come and share. They're preaching, praying, singing down on the public square. Preaching, praying, singing every word, shouting his praises of his love and care. All of God's children sing together there. Oh, preaching, praying, singing down on the public square. Now as I journey on, I think back o'er the day. Well, I'm convinced with them, these folks have found a way. They singing on his song and praying on his prayer and keep the joy bells ringing down on the public square. Preaching, praying, singing every word, shouting his praises of his love and care. All of God's children sing together there. Oh, preaching, praying, singing down on the public square. Now as I journey on, I think back o'er the day. Well, I'm convinced with them, these folks have found a way. They singing on his song and praying on his prayer and keep the joy bells ringing down on the public square. Preaching, praying, singing every word, shouting his praises of his love and care. All of God's children sing together there. Oh, preaching, praying, singing down on the public square. Oh, preaching, praying, singing every word, shouting his praises of his love and care. All of God's children sing together there. Oh, preaching, praying, singing down on the public square. Oh, preaching, praying, singing down on the public square. Thank you, fellas, for having me out on that hymn. And if you'll grab your banjo forward, well, we'll kind of feature you on something here in a little bit to make it worth its while. We had a song here a few years ago that hit the Bluegrass charts, and I liked awful well. Bought a 45 on it. It was a country song that Mr. Monroe cut and had a good flavor of bluegrass to it. I think that's what it's supposed to have been cut as the first time, but Billy Graham made this song. He found it from his grandmother, handed it down through the years, and it was a real old song that's wrote before the Civil War. And it's a fine bluegrass tune. Do you remember that tune, Ford?
Sure do.
You remember Billy Graham got a hit on that and made some money?
Oh, Bill, he made it, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Let's try it our way, and it's called I Feel Like I Gotta Travel On. All the high sheriff and the police are riding after me, yeah, they're riding after me. Oh, the high sheriff and the police are riding after me, and I feel like I've got to travel on. I've laid around and played around this old town too long. Summer's almost gone and winter's coming on. I've laid around and played around this old town too long, and I feel like I've got to travel on. I want to see my honey, gotta see her bad. Want to see her bad, yeah, I want to see her bad. Want to see my honey, want to see her bad. She's the best girl this poor boy's ever had. I've laid around and played around this old town too long. Summer's almost gone and winter's coming on. I've laid around and played around this old town too long, and I feel like I've got to travel on. Sheriff and the police are riding after me, yeah, they're riding after me. High sheriff and the police are riding after me, and I feel like I've got to travel on. I've laid around and played around this old town too long. Summer's almost gone and winter's coming on. I've played around and played around this old town too long, and I feel like I've got to travel on. Oh, yeah. I want to see my honey, want to see her bad, want to see her bad, yeah, I've got to see her bad. Want to see my honey, want to see her bad. She's the best girl this poor boy's ever had. I've played around and played around this old town too long. Summer's almost gone and winter's coming on. I've played around and played around this old town too long, and I feel like I've got to travel on. And I feel like I've got to travel on. And I feel like I've got to travel on. There you had one that's been around since the Civil War before. And if you boys are getting the key of G, I'd like to sing a ballad that I learned from the great Cowboy Copus, the late Cowboy Copus, as she said. This is a ballad that these good songs stay with you for years and years. And we got this included in one of our tapes. I'd like to sing it for you, since we have time, called Tragic Romance. Oh, nestled in the heart of the Tennessee hills, that's the peaceful pines for the rocks and the rills. There stands my old homestead of not long ago. It brings back fond memories of the one that I love so. There courted a maiden so sweet and so fair, with heavenly blue eyes and chestnut brown hair. She told me she loved me and always would be mine, yet I went away, leaving her there behind. Well, we've had a lot of fun picking and singing for you, and I see the old clock on the wall said we're going to have to squall and ball and get out of here, you all, so we'll see you again the next time around. Let's do a little Cripple Creek, fellas.
Well, it looks like the old clock on the wall's caught up with us, and it's time to pack up our gear and get out of here and let another fine program come on. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate that. And we appreciate the cards and letters and emails and telephone calls, whatever. We really appreciate those, folks. It makes this all worthwhile. And we want to thank our people behind the scenes, our whole crew. There's a bunch of them, so I can't name all of them. Until next time, this is DJ Davenport wishing you and yours the very, very best. And take care of one another. You couldn't take care of nicer people.